welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hello, my name is Dee. I first want to say, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you never miss another upload. So, I decided today to do another Valentine's Day inspired set. I will put the picture of the inspo set that I'm doing, or the inspirational picture of the set that I'm doing. And I decided, since I gave birth to one of our daughters on Valentine's Day, why not do a set and tell you guys how I gave birth to her by myself in the hospital. So, first, I want to say, y'all, this set came out so bomb and I was so proud of myself. I don't usually challenge myself. I usually ask one of my friends to send me a picture and to challenge me. And yeah, so one of my good friends sent me a picture and I was like, yeah, this is fire. I gotta try this. Of course, I put my own little twist in it. I didn't change it up too much, but I didn't completely go off what was on the picture sent. I did do a matte set. Y'all, I've never done a matte set and I am in love. I'm a shiny girl. I love all of the shine. But this matte was just so elegant and so I don't know, grown lady status or something for me. Listen, I really don't know. But yes, I will explain to you guys a little more in depth of what I'm doing. First things first, I made sure that I laid my acrylic before we worked on this design. And honestly, this design took me 2 hours, y'all. 2 hours. But yeah, anyways, back to my new subscribers. If you don't know, I am a licensed nail technician and esthetician, and I am a dog groomer. On top of being a mother of 9 children, soon to be 10, and a wife. Now, let's get into this crazy story, guys. So, before I get deep into the story, first I want to just thank God because He is so awesome. We weren't living in our own place when we first got married. So yeah, that time, I'm sorry guys, I don't even know why I paused. Listen, pregnancy brain is real. So around that time, we had just gotten our place, and that Thursday we signed papers. That Friday we got our keys. That Friday and Saturday, we started moving everything in our home out of storage and everything. That Sunday morning, literally 2 in the morning, I went into labor. And I ended up going to the hospital. I will not tell the hospital. I don't even remember the nurse, but I just pray that she got all of her credentials right or something, because listen, she was off. Okay. So when we first got there, I was already having contractions, even before we got there that week, because, you know, going to the last week, you go and see the last month, you go and see the doctor every week. And that's what I was doing. I was going to see the doctor every week. Went to the doctor that week, and he told me that I was 3 centimeters already. So I was walking around 3 centimeters, you guys. So she was bound to come sooner or later. I originally wanted to be induced on the 14th. I cannot remember my actual due date, but I wanted to be induced on the 14th. I think it was probably 3 days after the 14th, but I was like, oh my gosh, my husband proposed to me on Valentine's Day. And then, I was like, it would be so cool to have my daughter on that day. So we did a scheduled induction, but I ended up going into labor naturally. We get to the hospital. I am having some major contractions. They weren't back to back. They were frequent, but they weren't back to back, and they were strong. So this particular nurse, like, they get me in the room and everything, and this particular nurse, she comes in and she checks me. First of all, I've never been checked and in so much excruciating pain unless I was like really, really, really in full on labor. And so she checked me and she was like, I was only 1 centimeter, which threw me, through my husband, and also through the doctor, because first of all, my room was literally right in front of the nurse's station and I heard everything. She called my doctor on, and had him on speaker and was telling him that I was only 1 centimeter, which was confusing to him as well, because when he checked me, I was 3 centimeters. Scientifically, I don't know if that can change, but hey, if you are an OBGYN specialist and you are watching this video, let me know in the comments if that's even possible, because I would like to know. But yeah, so when she checked me and said I was only 1 centimeter, he ended up saying, well, just put her on the Pitocin. We already had scheduled for me to be induced that particular morning, well, day, but at a later time that day. And so we, she started me on Pitocin, excuse me, and I did ask, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I asked for the epidural because the pain, I was like, nope, I don't want to feel this pain. So, and I do remember her calling the anesthesiologist. But I do remember also asking if I can get something, because anesthesiologists, y'all know how long they take to get to us. So I do remember somewhere along in the area asking for something like a pain reliever, because I was in pain. And I remember her coming in and I remember her giving me something in my IV, which, yes, it was right when she first checked me, because I remember falling asleep after her giving me that. And no, she gave me the Pitocin first and I fell asleep. Then I woke up and I was in excruciating pain and I was like asking, like, can I get something, anything in the IV, blah, blah, blah. And so she checked me. She put whatever she put in the IV. She checked me. She told me I was only 5 centimeters this time. Okay. Again, listen, I'm in excruciating pain while this lady's checking me. And she said I was only 5 centimeters. I'm like, no, there's something ain't right. As soon as this lady walked out the room and got on the phone with my doctor again to tell him how far I was, like how many centimeters I was, I told my husband, babe, I feel like I have to push. And he was like, well, babe, I don't think you should do that. Let me get the nurse, this and that. And I was like, babe, I feel like I gotta push. Like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I really gotta go. So he was like, let me go get the nurse. So he's standing in the doorway and everything. And he is calling for the nurse. But the nurse is on the phone or somewhere away from the station. I don't know where she was. But I know she had just walked out the door. And so, I tried closing my legs, y'all. I could not close my legs. I couldn't even I don't even know how to explain the feeling that I felt down there, but I was like, oh my gosh, like, if I close my legs, I'm gonna crush my baby head. Simple as that. And so I didn't say anything, but your mind is just going. And I was legit pushing, you guys. I was pushing. I think I pushed 3 times and my daughter popped out. The first push, my water broke. The second push was when my husband was like, babe, I think you need to stop. I'm going to get the nurse. He tried getting the nurse. And literally, when I tried closing my legs, I was like, nope. Open my legs again. And I pushed again. And my daughter popped out. And if it wasn't for my husband, she would have hit the floor. So yeah, this is how I gave birth on Valentine's Day to our daughter, whose birthday is today. And after that birth, I said I would never go back to the hospital, which I did not. And I pray for everyone who experienced that labor and delivery nurse after me, because baby girl didn't know what she was doing. because when she checked me and told me I was 5 centimeters, I was actually 10 centimeters. Because as soon as she walked out of the room, you guys, I birthed my daughter. And my husband had to catch her before she fell on the floor. So yeah, that is one of my crazy stories. And I am just so grateful that the Lord was with us the entire time. It was really crazy. And I am just so grateful that I didn't have to experience that with my other birds. And baby was healthy, I was healthy, and we came home, after the 2 days of being in the hospital, of course. But I know that if I go in labor at home, I can do it because it happened. I birthed my baby on my own, y'all. It was crazy. That was a really crazy experience. But yeah, that was it that was all that I wanted to share with you guys. And I hope you guys really like this set. I am in love with it. I think I'm going to try some more matte colors, matte sets, because it is really, really cute. And for those that know, I'm always feeling myself when I do my nails. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Listen, y'all, I had to come back really quick. I am gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of the video, but I had to tell y'all, this set took so long that not only did my phone die, but my gimbal also died. So while I was doing the designs on my right hand, I let my gimbal and my phone charge. Then when I got to the rhinestones to, bedazzle my nails, because I love me some stones, y'all. I love me some rhinestones. I then turned my phone on. So you guys will definitely see the end result. And y'all will definitely see more nail videos because I love doing my nails. Of course, I'm a nail tech. And yeah. Until next time.